Rick, your first half offense got you guys, a big lead that you can carry into the second half. What's that about the way you guys were playing that generated the offense you wanted?
Well, we knew this was going to be a physical and emotional battle. I mean, this is a team on the rise. We're right there with them in the standings. It's a divisional game. They beat us bad the last game, and so I liked our disposition. We stayed tough. We stayed together. We kept our poise, and they made runs, which we fully expected.
It's obvious making shots is good, but Miles Turner career high 8 threes. What stood out about the way he was getting open, how the team kept getting him the shots he needed?
Yeah, people kept finding him, and he was in a groove. He was in a groove for sure. But more than the shot making, I loved his attitude, the way he played the game. There were a lot of things that happened that weren't great things. He had a couple times where he fouled. He was trying to foul Dern and make him go to the free throw line. He got an and one a couple times, but he just kept concentrating. He didn't get too high or too low, and I thought his demeanor and his even emotions were a big factor for our team.
What was your assessment of Aaron Nesmith's 9 minutes that he had in this one?
Very good, very good. Obviously, fresh legs, that was evident. He moved well. He felt good. After the game, he's doing fine. So, we can build it from here.
When you're dealing with a guy like Cade coming in, it's obviously not on just one guy, but obviously Andrew gets that primary assignment as usual. I think Cade was 7 of 21, obviously really made him work. I mean, what'd you like about what Drew and everybody did as far as making it difficult for Cade to do what he wanted to do? Cunningham's
a great player, likely an all-star this year. He's been unstoppable. His stats are tremendous. I mean, he's the key guy in a major turnaround here. And so you just try to find somebody that's willing to take the challenge and make it hard. And Drew's our guy, and so he was on him from the beginning. He played him full court most of the night. He navigated through a lot of screens and moving screens, and it's tough sledding. I mean, it's a thankless job, but we recognize the kind of wherewithal you have to stay with that for 39 minutes or whatever it was.
Obviously, Pascal gives you big shots all the time, but I mean, just how important was he obviously there were some really key stretches, and then he hits that turnaround with 1 second on the shot clock, late in the fourth. How big is that shot in particular, but just how important was he in terms of having a guy you could go to over and over again when you needed buckets tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he's our creator. He and Ty does it a different way. Pascal does it, at the elbow, in isolation, in the post. And he's been the guy we've gone to down the stretch for most of the year. And the play with 1 second, we just drew up a play to get him the ball and just give him a chance to maybe get a foul or maybe get a bucket. And that shot really was the shot that did it. And he's a unique player, and that's a unique ability.
You've talked a lot about Jarris lately in the physicality, the defensive intensity, and some of the consistency there. Would you like there? Obviously, starts for you in the second half. Seemed like he had some big blocks, some big rebounds, some big moments on the defensive end. How are you seeing him kind of stack days together on defense?
Yeah, I mean, consistency is a big thing with a second-year player. I personally think that the second year is the hardest year for young players, and it's a constant learning situation. I mean, he had 3 turnovers. I mean, a couple of them were head scratchers, and he's a smart player. And so, I talked to him about a couple of them coming out of the tunnel, and he's getting it. He's getting it. He's a creative guy, and but in games like these, you got a divisional game against a smash mouth team like this. Sometimes you got to put 2 hands on the ball and put 2 eyes on somebody and complete the pass. And so he'll get it. He'll get it. But he's doing a lot of good things. I thought his steal in the and one in the fourth quarter was another big momentum play. So he's getting a lot of great experience and doing a lot of very good things. And his size allowed us to do some things with the matchups that were helpful tonight.